What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get started with this week's episode of WWE's Biggest Issue, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we are now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel. Excuse me. Not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Tomb Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I would pull a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening that I did last year is a collector's rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely beautiful, you guys. The centering on the back is a bit off from top to bottom, but honestly, it really doesn't make much of a damn, because I am going to be getting this card graded, but I never came up with a good opportunity to do so. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, excuse me. If you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 80% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you haven't even subscribed yet. And to top it all off, before I forget, we also got to get more women to watching the content as well. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which basically ties with this week's episode, which is this: who would you guys like to see challenge Logan Paul for the United States Championship at WrestleMania 40? Let me know down in the comments below, and ironically enough, that is exactly what we are going to be talking about today, is who exactly could Logan Paul face for his U.S. title at WrestleMania. Now, as far as those who are solo acts, if you will, on SmackDown, you've got a lot of people who have been pissed off by Logan Paul. You got guys like AJ Styles, guys like Austin Theory. You've got guys like Bobby Lashley, Braun Breaker, Cameron Grimes. You've got Carlito. You've got Dragon Lee, Grayson Waller. You've got Jimmy Uso of all people. You've got Karrion Kross, Kevin Owens, more so Kevin Owens, if you could believe it. LA Knight. Who else down the line? Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Roman Reigns, Santos Escobar. You even also have Sheamus as well, but we haven't seen Sheamus since what? Since August of last year when he faced Edge in Edge's last match in WWE before going to over there. Yeah, so it's been quite some time. You even also have as well Solo Sikoa. So you got quite a few people on SmackDown, but you also have a lot of superstars on Raw who have been pissed off by Logan Paul. You've got guys like Braun Strowman, guys like Bronson Reed, guys like Chad Gable, guys like Drew McIntyre, guys like Jey Uso, guys like Jinder Mahal. Let's see here. Guys like Ricochet, guys like Seth freaking Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura, Tommaso Ciampa, The Miz. You've got a lot of talent who have been pissed off by what Logan Paul has done in the last couple years that he's been a part of the WWE. But the question is, who could be next in line for a shot at Logan Paul and the United States title? Well, obviously we know that Logan Paul wants to be a part of WrestleMania, and technically speaking, he is going to WrestleMania. But the problem is that we don't know who Logan Paul is going to face. And honestly, there's a lot. Again, there are a lot of superstars who would be more than happy, to challenge Logan Paul for that U.S. title. And honestly, going down the line from SmackDown, there's literally AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, LA Knight, and if I'm going to be completely honest, Randy Orton. Those are the five that I totally see challenging Logan Paul for that U.S. title. AJ Styles. People seem to forget that AJ Styles is a three-time United States champion. Same thing with Bobby Lashley. Then of course you got as well you got Kevin Owens who actually ironically enough is a two-time U.S. champion. And then you got LA Knight, who is one of the fastest rising stars right now in WWE. I think second to who? Jay Cargill, if I remember correctly. And then people also seem to forget that Randy Orton is a former United States champion in his own right, defeating the glorious Robert Roode to win the title, funny enough. So honestly, looking at the pros and cons of each match, the pros and cons of AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, I think the biggest downside is the fact that AJ Styles has decided to break away from Gallows, Anderson, and Michin, known as the OC, and he's completely decided to put all of his focus on LA Knight. All because of the fact that LA Knight has screwed Styles out of the opportunity to compete in the men's Elimination Chamber match from last week at Elimination Chamber in Perth. So obviously AJ's mind wouldn't really be much so focused on Logan Paul, but it would much so be focused more on LA Knight than rather than becoming a four-time U.S. champion, which honestly I could totally see AJ Styles battling LA Knight at some point at WrestleMania, but honestly, even AJ knows that personal vendettas are nothing compared to wanting to become a champion once again in WWE. It's the same thing with Bobby Lashley. Obviously, him, B-Fab, and the Street Profits, their minds are solely focused on the Final Testament, which is Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Paul Ellering, a Hall of Famer, and of course also the returning Authors of Pain, who we hadn't seen in 3 years. 3 years. We hadn't seen him in 3 years. Last time we saw them in WWE, they were Seth freaking Rollins' disciples, you know, back when he was known as the Monday Night Messiah, which, let's be real, it really didn't do so well. I mean, yeah, sure. He became Raw, Raw Tag Team Champion alongside Murphy, but that was pretty much it. So obviously, Lashley's mind is on Karrion Kross, but even Bobby Lashley knows, because he's been doing this longer than almost anybody in WWE. The title is more important than a personal not a personal vendetta, but more of a professional vendetta as well. And then of course too, Kevin Owens. We know Kevin Owens has his eyes set on Logan Paul. He has his eyes set on the U.S. title. I could totally see it. I could totally see Kevin Owens getting a rematch for the title at WrestleMania. Same thing with LA Knight. Even he knows that titles are more important than a personal or a professional vendetta. And in his case, it's not that LA Knight has a vendetta against AJ Styles. It's more the other way around. AJ Styles has more of a vendetta with LA Knight than Knight has with Styles. So honestly, LA Knight has nothing to do with AJ Styles bullshit. So the way I see it, maybe we could see two megastars going at it at WrestleMania. You've got WWE's megastar, and then of course you've got social media's megastar as well. That could be a very interesting matchup. Same thing with Randy Orton. That right there is an interesting theory. Let's not forget, the final 3 in the men's elimination chamber in Perth was Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, and Logan Paul. Randy Orton hits Logan Paul with an RKO out of nowhere when Logan Paul had the Nux in his hand. 1, 2, 3. There goes Logan Paul. Down to 2. Orton and McIntyre. Just when you thought Randy Orton was going to win it, bam! Brass knucks to the face by Logan Paul, and Randy Orton loses the chamber. So, we know damn well that Randy Orton has his eyes on that U.S. title. But the question is, who is it? Between these 5 men, between those 5, who's going to be the one to face Logan Paul? Could it be AJ Styles? Could it be Bobby Lashley? Could it be Kevin Owens, LA Knight, or Randy Orton? The answer, in my honest opinion, and I'm being 100% serious about this. 4 of these 5 superstars competed in the men's elimination chamber. Orton, Knight, Logan Paul, and Kevin Owens. AJ Styles wasn't a part of it, but Drew McIntyre and oh my god. yeah. So it was Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, Logan Paul, and LA Knight. Those were the 6 men who competed in the men's elimination chamber match. So that being said, among the 5 that I mentioned, who should be next? Who should be the one to challenge Logan Paul? Honestly, as crazy as it sounds, I don't think it should be one person. I think it should be all 5. Make it a 6-pack challenge. Think of it this way. All 5 of these superstars want to be champion. Bobby Lashley wants to regain the very same title that Brock Lesnar screwed him out of, and that is the United States title. AJ Styles wants LA Knight. LA Knight wants a fight at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton both want Logan Paul. But Logan Paul said on SmackDown after Crown Jewel, when he first became champion, that he was going to be a fighting champion. And to top it all off, if all 6 men were in the same match at WrestleMania, all those vendettas would end up colliding. But let's also not forget that Karrion Kross has also gotten involved in Bobby Lashley's bullshit. So the way I see it, instead of making it a 6-pack challenge, make it a 7-pack challenge. Kross, Lashley, Styles, Knight, Owens, Orton, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, Logan Paul. Put all 7 in one match for the United States title, and I can guarantee you it will have the makings of a match of the year candidate. You have yourself a match of the year candidate in the form of Randy Orton, LA Knight, Kevin Owens, Karrion Kross, Bobby Lashley, Logan Paul, and AJ Styles. Obviously, we know that we have ourselves another match of the year candidate in the form of Seth freaking Rollins and Cody Rhodes versus The Rock and Roman Reigns. Should Rhodes and Rollins accept, that match will take place on night 1, which I can guarantee you that knowing Rollins and Cody, they're gonna accept. So again, I say the hell with making it 1-on-1. Make it a 7-pack challenge. At least that way Logan Paul will be able to oversee what's going on, and then capitalize on the opportunity that he has presented that has been presented to him. Do I see it happening? Absolutely. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But we will have to wait and see over time, as we are almost a month away. We are literally less than a month away from WrestleMania. And honestly, I have a feeling that this year's WrestleMania is going to be just as chaotic and just as insane as last year's WrestleMania when it was here in LA, in my hometown. But with that being said, that will do it for this week's episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. My acts will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.